Greetings, I'm Pillar Nexus, Ancient Gladiator. Today we are shutting the lid on my board game designs. They're all going to be in a box and sold off at the auction for basically the price of the box for the minimum at least. Just have all these ideas, and it's nice for keeping my mind active, but I I just can't get them tested at all, and I don't think I have what it takes to do them justice. So let's just go over what I got. Battle World, and this is the one I just printed out new card sheets for to cover up the old stuff that was like straight up written on the cardstock. There's still some work I could probably do with it, but it's out of my hands. We got Unnamed Witch Game because I got this bag of like random ass tokens. And it's like, okay, these are cool. I want them. What the hell am I going to do with them? And then figuring that out while I was waiting for them to come in was an interesting challenge. And the ones I'm going over right now are like the ones that are actually kind of close to, like playable. Battleworks, cover up my real life name because holy crap. Along with tokens for your squads and your members and the types and all the D8s, D6s, and terrain. The tactical boards, inspired by Titan. That'll feature later. There was Battleworks, where you'll have your commander and run around in the region, discover new stuff, make money, use it to buy whatever, have more capabilities. And at Hazard, Rising Threat. Cover up my name there. You got your faction. You get to move around, fight your opponents, get resources, develop your acid tokens. A lot of ideas that I keep coming back to that I just end up beating my head against the wall with this. There is Dragon Sky. Draw your cardinal card, figure out how to make the most of the dragons out there to get points. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Yeah, Battlelands, Battleworks, Battle World. Yeah, okay, I got all of them. We had the role-playing game board. Inside, we have Heart of Chaos, Hearts of Chaos, with the terrain tokens, the fudge dice, all the wonderful shit. Like Unnamed Witch Game, I got all these dice because it's like, okay, let me see what I can do with this. I think I figured out how I was going to make use of the colors before I ordered it, because it was going to replace the old system that I had, where it uses the pawns, wooden pawns. Very cheap to get from like Hobby Lobby, the wooden pawns anyway. but those dice were like special from Amazon. So that was the 7 complete ideas that I've pretty much figured out 99.9% of the way. Now let's get into the seeds of the ideas. We have paradigm elementalism. If anyone ever actually watches my elemental video about my elements, that's part of what's going into it. I kind of wanted to bring back my old paradigm board game idea through that. We have glass arrow, D10s, ships, dice. It's basically R-Type, the board game, but I never got around to finishing the scenarios. So the cards are mostly blank. Yeah, wave breakers with all the painted pawns and the D12s and the cards. Another game where I had the idea and I never really followed through on it. A game born of my own personal frustrations with a lot of the twisted shit people do to each other and music. Dodeca. I featured this at the end of pictures of it at the end of last year. There's a squad of mechs fight on a map made of hexagon tiles, and between your mobility and sensors and your armor to survive. I never got around to making the weapon cards or the scenarios or the cards for actually tracking your stuff. I'm half tempted to keep that one, but I'm just at my wit's end with all this path. Busy city with buildings and exploration and vehicles and traffic dice. It's supposed to be like a family-friendly approach to GTA. I'm sure someone's figured it out by now. Family-friendly GTA kind of game. And then we have the seeds of ideas. Little cards. Basically, everyone kind of starts out in their own isolated room. And then you can explore, and you draw until you find another one like that. And it'll connect. There's the blue hallways, the green vents, the black stairs, and the red elevators. But that's just like a bare system that I still haven't really figured out what to do with. Well, they do some kind of exploration, mystery kind of thing with it. Then we have all this crap. We got little hexagons with numbers and colors that lead to others. Hexagons with the colors swapped as teleportation. Group markers, player markers, cubes, a D20. It was gonna be my second attempt or third attempt. I don't know how many times I've been trying to do Through Gates Unguarded as a game idea. Where's that? Those are the seeds of ideas that could be expanded on. What I might also add into the great box is all the counting cubes that I picked up. Originally, because I previously had the first time I had Hyperborea, I had to replace all of the cubes because it was missing 2, and it's like either I find more wooden cubes of that size and that color, or I make them myself, or I just replace them all wholesale. And I figured with all the game ideas I was thinking up, find use for them. And then we have box O random crap, or bag of random crap. The replaced spaceships from Eclipse, plane chips, wooden cubes. The recessed dice. And I think I threw some D8s in there for good measure. 5 of the 3 primary colors. And featured in the box will be this little letter from me. A little drawing of another cyborg body, me giving a thumbs up. What happened? You know, what the fuck happened to me and wanting to design games only to get demoralized without really trying? It's kind of a hard thing to think about at times. Because, don't get me wrong, thinking about games is fun, but actually trying to make something playable and interesting, it takes a lot of work. The big thing is I have to deal with other human beings to make this work. And the fact is, I just don't really have the patience. And I don't have the motivation. I don't really have a whole lot of hope either. It's just ideas rolling around in my head. Like, I can't get them out. Or in my efforts to get them out, they're not coming out as well as I wish they could. People are so good at coming up with these games through narration and all that jazz. I'll probably make a note that I'm including the extra components. Fuck it, let's do it right now. Alright. Seeds of Ideas Incompleted. And yeah. 2 bags of extra components. Cubes, random stuff. Put that in there. Up. Oh. There it is. All sealed up. It's going to be at the Chaos Games and More auction in November. First Saturday in November. Chaos in Pueblo. You want it? Come and take it. And maybe you can make the most out of it better than I can. This has been Pillar Nexus. To you who would buy this, good luck. And thank you. Thank you all for watching.